A green light enveloped the earth, and all humans turned into stone statues. But they were not dead. Not only did their brains retain consciousness, but their blood could also flow normally. Without human activities, the world has been completely renewed, and animals have regained control of the world's chemistry. As time goes by, the tall buildings no longer exist, replaced by dense primeval forests. Although nature is erasing the traces of human existence, it cannot erase the hope of life. Just like the boy in front of him with his super strong will, he not only stays awake at all times, but also keeps counting the days of petrification in his heart. And this number is 3,700 years, until a drop of liquid drips on him. However, Senku, who woke up, did not shout excitedly, but calmly preserved the first scene. After all, these stones are indispensable to unlock the secret of human petrification. Looking at the naked Senku in front of him, the monkey next to him was stunned at the moment. It turned out that after more than 3,700 years of evolution, although the monkey has mastered a unique language system at this time, it is still not necessary to mention it. But as a more advanced human, he used the vines to make himself some grass wine. Although he knew that human civilization had long been destroyed, Senku was not disappointed. In order to survive, fire is obviously indispensable. Although Senku mastered the principle of drilling wood to drive fire, in the Stone Age, even if Senku drilled for a long time, there was no fire core. On the contrary, he was tired enough, so he had no choice but to choose the most primitive method. Senku found many different kinds of stones from the river, and then kept knocking them to get the hardest stone. Using the different hardness of the stones, he made a stone axe, and then used the stone axe to cut the vines, twisted them into silk, used them to make ropes, and then combined them with wooden sticks. In this way, it became a simple drilling spear. Fortunately, after his unremitting efforts, he finally proved the power of human beings in front of the monkeys again, and successfully ignited the fire of hope for human civilization. However, the sea transportation alone was not enough. In the days that followed, Senku continued to collect wood to build houses. Although he did not have the strength to surpass animals, he relied on his clever brain to make traps and catch animals. After that, he not only had sufficient food sources to improve his quality of life, but also had clothes and even built a wooden villa. As the only remaining human in the world, he vowed to bring scientific civilization back to glory. However, the physical work all day long made him tired enough, and he urgently needed a partner to supplement the fixed hands. So he thought of his good friend Dashu. If he could revive it, then things would be half the work, and he could concentrate on scientific research. Fortunately, Senku observed carefully. He found a heavy finger in the place where he just woke up. Just based on this, he was sure that this was his good friend Dashu, but digging it out was not enough. In order to revive the tree, it is obvious that some special external factors are needed. Through observation, he found a strange cave in the distance. When Senku walked in, he smelled a pungent smell. In order to verify it, he took the petrified hair for experiment. As expected, after only 2.5 seconds, the hair was freed from petrification. Seeing this, Senku was overjoyed, thinking that the tree could be saved, and immediately took a bottle of nitric acid and poured it on the tree's head. However, strangely, the stone statue did not react at all, which immediately troubled him. However, no matter how many attempts Senku made, the results were not satisfactory, and the experimental subjects did not get rid of the petrification.